Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are back, guys. We have ADS Gaming up against Kinetics with the Z, not just Kinetic, guys. It's like a plural, but I'm gonna use a cool Z as my plural form for Kinetics. Okay, scratch all of that weirdness that I just did and all the cringiness there at the beginning, but we have ADS Gaming versus Kinetics as your first match. Second match is going to be So HD Gaming up against Flawless, and well, I tweeted about it earlier, guys, and finally I've broken my 90+ day break of not commentating over ADS Gaming or Flawless. So it's going to be, you know, first time in a while commentating both these teams. One team has stuck together. It's that six-pack that is Flawless, and ADS Gaming, they have some new names amongst their rosters, amongst their rank here in tonight's matchup. And then Kinetics and So HD Gaming, I'm going to get to know both those teams today in their matches, as I don't really know anything about their players or about their orgs, really, quite frankly. But I do like their logos, though. Shout out to whoever makes those, because those are nice logos. They're cool, you know. But talking about cool vibes, let's introduce the two cool new teams for this first matchup here, and that's going to be the teams of ADS Gaming and Kinetics. Well, with ADS Gaming, they have themselves a full 6-man deep roster here. It's going to be Josh, Nasty, Hope, and Deceptions as your top four, and then you got Naruto and Hinata to round things out, the couple from the anime scene. It's going to be interesting to see if those two, who I've seen do extremely awesome things together, if they're going to be able to get in on the action today, if they'll be in that starting four. We'll see. Well, over on the right side, we're seeing Kinetics, who have Toda, T-Bends, Scoober, Duber, Nasi, I'm going to say, or Neski, or Nexi, I don't even know. I'm going to go with the Nasi. Chop It, and Illicit. There you go. So we got ourselves a complete roster of names that I have no clue what they're capable of or what they're able to do, or, you know, just what they have done in the past up against ADS Gaming, who have a lot of familiar names, though. And I've heard of Josh, I've heard Hope, I've seen Hope. He was on Zelos Gaming roster, Zelos.gg roster a while ago. He did some dirty stuff there. I think Deceptions is also somewhere in the mix at Zelos at some point. Might have been getting scouted for them, might have been a part of like their B team or something. But then Naruto and Hinata, they're household names for me when it comes to ADS Gaming. So I'm very familiar with all of those guys, and it's going to be interesting to see what kind of impression Kinetics is able to have on me. And obviously for those of you guys that are new to seeing them play matches, it's going to be new also to see what kind of impression they leave on you. Now, outside of the teams, let's see what maps they will be playing in what order. We got ourselves that Raid Hardpoint to be the first one. Very popular Hardpoint map. It's actually been, out of the two other series that we've had already so far off of day one yesterday, we started both of them on Raid Hardpoint, and we're going to look to start and continue that trend of Raid being picked on the map in the best of 5, at least 2 out of the 5 times. It's going to continue to trend forward here with the Raid Hardpoint. Then we got Express Search and Destroy, so we're guaranteed a new map there. in that second map slot here. We got Raid Control, then we have Moscow, Hardpoint, and Standoff, Search and Destroy. I'm really liking the Search and Destroy picks here. They're both throwbacks to Black Ops 2, and they're both absolutely epic maps as well. Prolific. They got some crazy stories with them, and it's going to be interesting to see if the stories continue to hold up here. Now, we got ourselves an interesting matchup here, as both the teams, it looks like they're both ready here in the lobby. I'm just gonna have to make sure that I have the right stuff set up for these players and for these teams. So we are gonna have to work our way towards that. But as the lobby and the action is gonna start up, we have to obviously make a quick mention on the bracket here. I'll go more into detail on a break between maps on the bracket and how things went on behind the scenes, as well as, you know, on stream yesterday. As right now it looks like the teams are going to try to be getting into this matchup here, but first, before we obviously jump into the action, we're gonna have to take a short little break just as we get some things sorted and solved when it comes to the lobby and whatnot. But for now, guys, we're gonna cut to that break. You guys will get some music, and you guys won't be able to see me anymore, as I'll be behind the scenes. And one last little thing for you folks at home is I'm rocking the champion shirt because I know we got some champions here in the midst today. We got ADS Gaming, who have taken a league before that I've seen it happen. I've commentated over it, and Flawless as well has won a league that I've commentated and seen happen as well. So we got two champions in the midst today. We got that champion stuff all up in this bitch. So yeah, guys, I'll see you after the short little break, and we'll get into the action just as soon as possible. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We have ourselves the matchup now in front of you guys. We have Kinetics on the left and ADS Gaming on the right, and so there was a roster change that I just had to double check for a second, as well as fix some stuff up for the stream, and that's why we had a little break. Had to go to a short break before starting up things. And yeah, so everything's all good. ADS Gaming, they're gonna have Josh, Deceptions, Praise, and Risk playing today. That is your foursome for this occasion, for this matchup. And well, for Kinetics, it's gonna be Tota, T-Benz, Choppa, and Illicit. And so far, we're seeing Kinetics actually getting the better of the opponents here of ADS Gaming. But obviously, this is a hard point. It's going to come down to a lot more than about 15-16 points that makes the difference here at this early stage. It comes down to the first team that gets to 250 points, and well, the team with the early rotation for P2 and well set up is going to be ADS Gaming. Deceptions holding a nice angle here to catch anybody off over by Zig. He will find one, but his over aggression here might end up being really costly, as he's gonna spawn out with nobody in the back to really watch for the side of ADS Gaming. Deceptions, he finds one at the front. Now last player left in kitchen. Josh will be getting help as he finds himself the two-piece to clean that up, and the kitchen is gonna go into the kitchen hill is gonna be all ADS Gaming. That's where we see them now take their first lead here in this hard point, as now Praise is gonna chase the kill, but Tota will have the nice positioning awareness and we'll be able to place those shots in a way that will get him the kill. Risk will obviously get the kill there. I say obviously, but not really that obvious. And he will drop in the latter half of that engagement towards the next hill. The rotation is looking really good and well set up by Kinetics. Praise going to be able to shut down one player, taking him down. Will he be able to find another? He does. Oh my lord! He tips the hat to T-Benz and he says good night, milady, as he takes him down. Risk is going to be trying to find more, but he won't be able to find anybody just there as he gets taken down. Praise says hold that nade to Choppa, takes him down with that. Deception's going to be going off in the background. Josh as well. This is a full team effort, and oh lord, the players getting read like a book when it comes to these spawns. Praise is going to be able to get more than one kill here in the engagements in and around Art, and that's going to be a ton of time accrued from P2 and to P3 by ADS Gaming. Looks like they're going to look to just send one player in the back for that scrap, and the rest of the three will look to just go through the front of this hill. The Rams of ADS Gaming are going to look to just butt heads into these players, and well, off to the side, Josh has actually got himself a massive streak of 9 in a row. He's coming off that scrap time. He's gonna tag one up in the back, but will not drop him. That player will stay alive. Will 7 win the gunfight back? No, he won't. It will be Josh, though, getting another kill as he continues to go off. He is on 10 right now. The man is staying undefeated in this moment. Only 2 deaths to his name. We potentially seeing ourselves the MVP candidate right now for this first map. Putting in the work. ADS Gaming absolutely stomping their opponents right now in Kinetics. 142 to 28. A 5 streak was accrued by Deceptions right before his dropping, but it's just right now it's already starting to look like Kinetics has lost all its steam. They looked like they had some energy to put in off of that first hill in the entire map, but after then, from that P2 lazy rotation they had that wasn't even good, all the way into, you know, P3 to P4, it's just been ADS Gaming on a burner here, and it's off the back of everybody sort of connecting and firing on all cylinders together. The comms have been great, I would assume, because I know Praise Deceptions and Josh, they do play with each other quite a bit in the background of things competitive in 8s and whatnot, so they have to have some sort of, you know, chemistry built to a degree. Looks like we're going to be hearing the last of the streaks called in from Josh, as he's going to drop down that artillery. Now Risk maybe looking to find the kill onto Choppa. He does. Oh, the interesting little shots right there. Will he find the next? He does. Oh my lord. Risk. Deceptions comes in and cleans up the last one there. Tota, will you drop as well? The Deceptions, you will. Oh my lord. ADS Gaming. They're just having too much fun with it right now. They're looking to try to put things away, and you know, by the second hill of on the second rotation of hard points. I love my Choppa. Ain't really a bullet stopper. He's been eating the bullets as he's on 13 deaths. Make that 14, as ADS Gaming have been shining bright like diamonds out here. And well, when you look over at Kinetics, you got to give some love for sure to Tota, who has been trying to hold the line for the team with a 15 and 14. Choppa will drop once again to some fancy shotsy like movements coming out of Praise. Josh gonna grab some kills with his AR. He's continue to streaking here as he's on 2 in a row. Praise is gonna be on 3. Josh looking like he might be the next for the engagement over here by Driveway, as players are gonna be making their way into the hill. Josh's pistol is only gonna tag up Illicit, as he will be able to get into that hill for the remaining time of it. Kinetics, they're on the brink of being 100-point clubbed here. They did make it past 50 though, so it's not going to be as embarrassing of a loss as what we saw put down in the series against the Final Strike and Ocean Pulse yesterday. As ADS Gaming, they're firing on all cylinders. They're all awake. Nobody really sleeping right now. As now Deceptions, he's on 4 in a row, looking to make more, trying to pad his stats in the closings of this map, as he's made it to 5 in a row. Spotted out Choppa. Choppa will be able to take him down, and there is 3 kills made over here on the wraparound, and it's Tota leading the charge here into the spawn area. Praise will drop him off to the daycare, and it looks like this hill is gonna have a white arrow in it for the time being here. Some nice scrappy contests, but it's not gonna be enough to really stop ADS Gaming from, you know, winning. They stopped them from winning it on that last hill, but Praise coming through the weight room is gonna be dropping all of those heavy pounded weights on the faces of players from Kinetics, and that is ADS Gaming taking it 250 to 84. What an absolutely one-sided map. It was an absolute slaughter to the highest degree, and Josh, just an assassin on the map. The most successful one at that, as he got so many kills in that game. Masterful performance from him, and you know, hats off to him as well for putting up such numbers while playing alongside such strong other teammates, that he was able to just outplay them. And you know, to a degree, I do want to maybe make a remark, or at least make sure to let you guys know about it. This is a map where clearly ARs were shining hard. Like his was on a lot of those rotations and holding a lot of those hills. He was playing extremely well in terms of positioning and making sure to rotate well with his team, and or stay back and anchor slash, you know, hold some scrap time when he did see himself up on streaks. So just wonderful work out of Josh in general, and he was able to general his team, or command his team, through that first map. Now, who's going to be able to take charge in the Search and Destroy? That's a question that I'm also going to pose to you guys, the fans. Do you guys think ADS Gaming swipes the Search and Destroy as well and just takes that one home with a clean like 6-0, 6-1, 6-2, like what we saw a few of the strong dominant teams do yesterday in their matches on stream? Or are we going to see maybe Kinetics? Do you guys think Kinetics have what it takes to maybe take the Search? We saw Illicit playing very well, except he just couldn't match the pace of obviously the other players on the other team. Alongside him, you know, we saw the what was the player's name? One other player from Kinetics was also doing a decent job at trying to stay afloat and help keep the team afloat. But just overall, you saw like a very well coordinated and oiled machine, as playing like a team ADS Gaming was with that their foursome. And the side of Kinetics, we just saw too many players just with differentiating sort of KDs and, you know, hill times, and just also when it came down to where they were positioning on the map and necessarily playing, some of them were just a bit more lost than others. We saw Toda and Illicit really stood out for me in that first map. Choppa had times where he maybe started to heat up a bit, but it was just too hot and cold throughout for him, and obviously their other teammate. And yeah, that's, you know, Kinetic drops the first map, but we will cut to a short break as we get ready for the next map, folks. It will be Search and Destroy on Express in just a moment, folks. So be excited, be prepared, because we have that one coming up for you guys. And well, we have the rest of a series. We're guaranteed, guys, at least 3 maps in a best of 5. We already seen one go into the books. Josh was your MVP for the first one in the 250 to 84 win. Now we're getting ready for that Express to come next, and we'll cut to a short break, folks. You guys can see the maps that we have remaining in the series, and well, then I'll cut you to the break screen as well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We still have a verdict to decide here in this series as who is the winner of it. And we're into your second map, and it's going to be Express Search and Destroy, what we see ourselves on here. And it's a trade of players. For the initial, it's going to be a First Blood, I believe, that went over to, I'm just going to quickly check. It was a First Blood for Kinetics, as they're going to be able to go back and forth once again. These teams just banging heads here. Pinstrike kill feed, but Kinetics does come out on top here in the search, and this is big. They want to be able to come out swinging heavy in the first Search and Destroy round here. And, oh, these boys are lit up by Praise. Oh my lord, Praise sold the bag right there, and his soul in that first one, as he tags up the players but just does not put in the last bullets to finish off. Unfortunate. We're going to be switching up sides here, but Kinetics doing a strong job, and a really important job in my opinion, in zapping some of that momentum coming off of that first map win that ADS Gaming found from the hard point that they won so convincingly. Where Kinetics now, they're on the board. And a massive first round also for the confidence out of T-Benz, as he's going to be able to find himself 3 in that first one. Will he be able to find more? Is he going to be the leader for this that Kinetics is going to need to win out the Search and Destroy? He didn't have the best of maps when it came down to that first hard point, and ultimately he does ultimately now looking a lot better going into the Search and Destroy. But ADS Gaming, they're in a really good spot here to take this one in this round, as it's a 1 versus 4 made into a 1 versus 3. Ben's in the stairwell here, will be cornered and caught like a rat in a trap, as it's going to be a 1-1 right now going into your third round of Search and Destroy, off of a really strong showing out of ADS Gaming in terms of just finding these players and just surgically removing them player after player on the map. The wolf pack of ADS Gaming just overwhelming each player individually in a way to take down that first round and to just overall digest this Kinetic side. We're on to your next round here in the Search, and it's going to be a play that ADS Gaming is making over towards A. Super aggressive, and the only player really to cause some chaos and maybe havoc would be Choppa, but he gets absolutely stripped of his positioning. T-Benz, though, once again getting another kill. He's averaging a kill per round. That's good out of him. But now Tota needing to get rid of this donut that he's still holding on to here. He's nursing it, nibbling on it. It's really lasting him a long time. T-Ben's gonna grab himself another kill here. Tota will drop. Ben's all on his lonesome. Will get called out and caught out with his pants down in that little awning coming off the bridge, and Josh should be able to take him down from the long range here, and this is going to be Josh in the kill cam as well. This is the 2 last kills that ended things off, finding Tota. Perfect, pristine shots, and here you go again. Really nice and tight bullet control, or spray control right there out of Josh. Gotta love it from him. And that's also your MVP from first map, folks. Right there. If you didn't believe us, if you didn't believe me when I said it following that first map, well, you gotta believe it after that kill cam right there if you just witnessed it. Now going into this map, though, we're seeing a nice closer looking sort of scenario and situation, as Kinetics, they have themselves around on the board, and they're only down by 1 as ADS Gaming have 2. Last player, the only player over by B is going to be Deceptions, and he's going to have a big job cut out for him as he finds the first. Oh my god, they line up! They feed him like a hungry dog in a cage! The food just gets handed to him inside a ticket. Will he grab the 4th? Give him the ace, Tota! You're a meanie, sir, as you take him down in the 1 versus 3. Tota, will you find risk as well? He should be able to. The control is good. It's almost like snaking, I would say. Oh my god. Did he catch him? I'm not sure. Both of them just did not even witness, I don't believe, each other's presence. Praise. Looking for Tota. Can Tota's 1 versus 3 happen? We saw a magical moment where where Deceptions got a 3-piece to open this round. Will Tota have some magic to make a 1 versus 3 go his way? As ADS need to pick up that bomb. It's over by this site, and he should have made some sort of mental note of that from the comms. And unfortunately, we do see the 1 versus 3 not happen, but Deceptions with the dirty 3-piece just caught in the perfect place at the perfect time with the perfect shots coming through into that doorway to take down multiple players. Wonderful work from him. Deceptions taking charge right now for his team off of that last round. It's going 6-3 right now, rivaling Ben's over there on the side of Kinetics, who is also 6-3. Risk will find your opening kill. Deceptions will not be able to take down Choppa, as Choppa will look to nearly take down 2, but Josh will be able to say how do you do to him. As Tota finds Risk. Will he find Josh? Josh drops just as he was about to get the kill as well. I doubt that that was purposeful. Josh looks like he's going to back that bomb away from A, and he might even look to play it towards B, but will Tota be able to spot him? It's the question. Josh gonna make his way over to this bomb site. It looks like he's planting it for free here, as Tota's just a bit too slow. Tota's shots, they're shaky, they're tagging. Josh, he will get it with the pistol. The Glocky from the Pocky is good for the final kill, the dagger in the round. And it's Josh, your hero, not a 0 from the first round, or the first map of this series. He's able to get it done in another round with the ice in his veins. Josh, taking a page out of both Solidify and Careless's books from yesterday, where they both took charge for their team and stood out atop the rest. He is here trying to make his name known, make his presence known. And Deceptions once again by Ticket causing chaos. T-Ben's gonna get behind this bomb. Gonna look to get it planted as well. I believe they know he was there planting it. T-Benz will drop to Deception, so Deception's continuing to go off. His nade should finish. It is another one for Deceptions, and Josh finishes off Tota to the left. This is gonna be a 5-1 commanding lead in the Search and Destroy for ADS Gaming, and it's all smiles across the board from their players. Biggest smiles on Deception and Josh's faces as they both have been putting on a show. This map looking like one that's Deception's best, potentially, that I've seen him in all of his competitive career on my streams, or whatever streams I'm producing / casting for. The Search and Destroy is looking exceptional from him. And well, Josh, they're both on streaks right now as well. I wonder if we will see them getting any kill streaks within this last maybe 1 to 2 rounds, as maybe Risk taking a moment to go AFK just to maybe take a photo for Josh, and oh my lord, Josh just disintegrates 2 players. This puts things into a 4 versus 2 situation where Kinetics, they have to try to win this. Josh gonna drop to T-Benz, a player who has looked so sharp for this side of Kinetics. If we're talking about anybody looking sharp, it's T-Benz. And big gunfights that are won by Risk. And unfortunately, we couldn't get the POV of Risk for that one, but Risk should be on the kill cam here, if I'm correct. If I'm not, it's going to be Josh. There you go, the man of the first map. He's going to be able to end off with the smiling kill cam in the second with just an absolutely minuscule tick of health right there. Could have probably burped right next to his ear and made him bleed to death there. That's another map in the books, and ADS Gaming just looking so dominant, man. Like, it's beyond me. But I definitely gotta give this second map, you know, I want to give this one up to Deceptions. I think that this had to be in his map. But Josh is just also Josh is just looking too consistent at this moment. Unless Deceptions has a overwhelmingly strong performance in this raid control coming up, or just in the remaining maps, we might see Josh as your MVP of this series, because so far he's just been performing as a strong backbone for this team, and then Deceptions just kind of getting in there as well to be an extra support, an extra hand that was just probably the hand that was doing the most damage, I would say, smacking up these players on Kinetics. You know, it's just wonderful work being put to play by ADS Gaming. And well, we'll take a look at the maps we still have left in this one in just a moment here, as I'm looking to get those set up and situated for you folks at home. Here we go. As I gotta make sure I got all the stream stuff set up as well in the background for everybody, but we got ourselves another raid, so we'll be on raid control for this next map. And if we see extensions, you guys can see what we have up to bat following. So cut to a short break here. You guys will get some music and whatnot, but we'll be back in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We have ourselves your third map here and potentially final one of this series, as ADS Gaming have been making short work of their opponents here in Kinetics. It's been a Josh show in the respawn, the first one, and well, what better player to get the first respawn kill, the first kill of this control, but Josh himself as well. As both these teams trying to fight hard here, and Kinetics, they do not want to go down in 3. They want to fight to be able to put on a better show for their fans and obviously for themselves in terms of confidence. They even, I would you know, I would argue that they probably still think that they have what it takes to win this map and ultimately this series, and I wouldn't fault them for that confidence. It's good to have, and well, unfortunately that confidence is you know, it's dwindling. It's got to be evaporating as these kills continue to come through for the team in red, ADS Gaming. Shoppa will get taken down by Risk in an embarrassing way, in my opinion, as now it's even a bit of a spawn trap developing here for the side of ADS Gaming. Josh and Praise both streaking right now. Praise yet to even die in this first opening round. He is on 5 in a row, folks. Just continuing to grab streak after streak here. Toda just around the corner will ultimately drop to him too. And that is now 6 in a row for Praise. With only 10 seconds remaining, 8 lives remaining for Kinetics. We're on with Praise and with his artillery now in his pocket. Josh as well on 7. Make that 8 as he has the full streaks to work with going into the next round. That is an absolutely immaculate opening defensive round for the side of ADS Gaming. And well, Kinetics, what can they really do here? It's looking like David and Goliath here, and well, in this story, David isn't really putting up much of a fight, as Goliath, ADS Gaming, just continue to tower over and continue to topple all of the efforts put in by Kinetics. As Illicit still no kill. 0-9. Throw an M in the middle there and we have OMG. Illicit 0-10 now. Praise on the undead right now, an immortal member of the Call of Duty Society at the moment. He's on 9 in a row. Josh is on 10 in a row. Make it 11. The Glocky from the Pocky coming out and playing hockey with the bodies of these players on Kinetics. This is just so brutal. Josh in Praise. Praise finally drops the first death to his name, and Josh as well. His second death, or at least first in quite some time. They both have full streaks in their pockets to use. Now it's time for Risk and maybe Deceptions to start to fry themselves, as the lives in a great difference right now of 25 to 18. A lot more doable for Kinetics though. This is also a defensive round for them. Praise looking for something, will not find more than just the one kill he found back there. Risk, he's gonna be in the back here looking to find one. He will drop instead. The streaks are gonna be invested now, at least some of them. Their artillery will be called in. Toda staying inside of kitchen though, dancing around with Deceptions. Nate won't find the kill. Risk's shots will, as he just empties the last of his clip to kill the player inside a basketball court. And the spawn trap coming through. Praise will find multiple. Deceptions finds one. He's going to retreat into the kitchen here, looking for the kill. Won't find it. Risk will find it instead. Deceptions will find Ben's coming off a spawn. Deception tags up one by the elbow. And number 6 on the hill, Josh, he's going to get tagged up and turned away from the hill. He's going to hop his way into the hut, but that's not where he will be safe. 1:10 to work with, though, for both of these teams. 16 lives for ADS Gaming. They are looking healthy with that. and 8 lives remaining for Kinetics. They have to be very conservative here with these lives. Illicit gonna find one down underneath the mansion. Prey's getting 2 big old kills right there. That's gonna put Kinetics on no lives remaining. Deception's in the spawn here. The rest of his teammates will just make their way over in towards the back here. They're just gonna Praise should be able to tuck down maybe Illicit. Tags him up heavily. Illicit gonna be hiding inside of this little hut. Will ultimately drop from behind. I thought it'd be the execution. Instead, it's just the back slap from the Krig. And ADS Gaming full throttle. I talk about this team being strong and the org having a decent amount of accomplishments thus far in the tier 2, tier 3 AM scene, and probably this roster also doing dirty work as well. They start off these playoffs with a masterful performance right here. We got 17-6 for Josh. Praise 18-6 with streaks still in pocket. It's just going to be an aggressive push forward from ADS Gaming, swarming towards these spawns and whatnot. Risk takes down Illicit. Just breaks him down like food in the stomach of a whale. Praise's nade tossed out wide. Number 5 streaks are going to be used now by Josh. He's going to be looking to find somebody here. He's going to wrap it over towards this driveway. Does not. He ends up hitting the awning on the building. T-bends on the point. Multiple players here. Praise should find 2. He does. It's 23-18 and 33 seconds remaining for Kinetics here. Not just in this round, but also in this series. As the clock will be stopped for a bit as Illicit gets himself onto the hill. Risk wins that gunfight. Illicit undressed by Risk. And well, that's it, folks. That's going to be all she wrote for Kinetics here in this series, in this matchup. As now Illicit looking to get onto the hill. He will be able to stop the clock. I talk maybe a little bit too soon here, as a stack is going to start to come through for Kinetics. Will ADS Gaming push on to the point, or will they let them cap it to extend the clock and give them more opportunities to get more kills to pad their stats here? Last player remaining. Josh is going to shoot while smoking his cigar here. It looks like they are going to give away the A zone because they want to continue here padding some stats, and Josh getting the kill, looking like a mafioso boss right there while doing so. I just love this little POV with the cigar coming out and the pistol, just the Diamatti getting it done. Praise, what are those shots, my good sir? As 44 seconds remaining on the round. 3 lives remaining for Kinetics as well. Surely they don't bottle it here. As Praise. Oh my lord! That's the way you end a series. That's the way you end a map. Praise. Showing us the hardcore parkour in that little kill. And Deceptions here in the kill cam. Gonna find a few here. What a golden series for ADS Gaming. Congratulations on the 3-0 sweep in both the series and the control. But altogether, we do see ADS Gaming taking the series, and then Josh coming out as the shining star for today and taking the MVP. So congratulations, Josh, on getting your MVP, the first of the playoffs for yourself in terms of series here with ADS Gaming, and helping your team get across this first finish line, and that is your first round matchup in the playoffs. Best of luck, as you guys got another matchup coming up next in the winner's bracket. I'm not quite sure who it's going to be yet. We'll find out in due time. And also on their side of the winner's bracket is both of these teams here in the next match. It's going to be So HD Gaming up against Flawless in just a little bit, as we take a quick look actually at these maps. And it's going to be Raid, Express, and Raid, all won by ADS Gaming. And what is it? Out of the 9 maps that we've had, out of the 3 series that we've had so far in the playoffs on stream, all 3 of them have been 3-0 series wins. And we've had what? We've had 7 out of the 9 maps all Raid. That is funny. That's a funny look at things, you know, as a whole. A lot of teams just loving Raid is what it looks like, and keeping that one open in the pick bans. Well, it's going to be interesting to see if that continues to hold up as we get ready for another matchup just on the horizon. And well, we'll take a look. We talked a bit about the bracket. We'll take a look at that here, and you will see ADS Gaming. This bracket isn't filled out, obviously, with the finishing results here from this match, but ADS Gaming, they do move on to now face in the winner's bracket in their next round the winner of UWT Flash and Gonzo Gaming. And then when we look at the lower losers bracket, we will be seeing Kinetics jump and drop down there to now face off against a loser of I would guess they're going to be playing the loser of the Gonzo and UWT Flash match as well, in that match 11 in first round losers bracket. So we'll see how all of that ends up turning out as we continue to get those updates in the background with matches that do go on off stream. But for now, folks, all of you guys that have tuned in for this first match, I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to drop these teams some love on social media. You can drop me some love on mine. You should drop the global esports communities social media, their Twitter, some love as well. It's at GEC_league to go give them some love and to keep updated with how matches continue to go on, when they go on, what their scores are, and what other nonsense and what other facts and fiction that is to be presented to you guys for the GEC League's playoffs. You guys will get updated on that there. But for now, guys, we're going to be cutting to a break. We got ourselves another match coming up. It's going to be SOHD Gaming up against Flawless in your next match in the winner's bracket here on today. And so we'll be jumping into that one in just a matter of time. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning on in. We'll see you guys shortly.